really need to solve the problem of federal governments, world governments, going after cryptocurrency, talking about merging them together, talking about creating their own CBDCs and their own global currencies that are going to replace the crypto we have. Oh no, literally replace. Powell, right here, the Fed chair, said last July that if the US launches its version of the digital dollar, and I quote, there will be no reason for any other cryptocurrencies. They genuinely believe that the digital dollar, the digital yuan in China, the digital insert country here, whether it's Russia or Japan, maybe a digital euro, they believe that that's going to take over the crypto market. We're all going to hold hands, sing kumbaya, and accept these centralized, controlled currencies. Crypto was supposed to be decentralized, peer-to-peer. Bitcoin's white paper, the OG, and everyone since then, decentralized, peer-to-peer. Projects between you and I, me and you and me. No central exchanges, but then central exchanges and laws came. Europe is currently looking at this law right here to Transparency Act, which is going to destroy a lot of things in the crypto space. In fact, in the United States, the Secret Service is harvesting data from crypto wallets according to themselves. Now, we're going to solve this problem at Privacy X along with some other incredible people. I'm going to talk about that today. In Operation Real Cryptocurrency is peer-to-peer and decentralized. We're working on our own crypto project that I'm going to be able to tell you guys about in roughly 2 weeks, where we're going to be breaking down this issue. I'm attacking it head on. We've got our own crypto coming out that is going to attack this directly, our technology and our project. Now, it's going to be a very big undertaking, and I've had a lot of people ask me how they can support the project, how they can invest. Well, the crypto, of course, which will be coming out soon, and I'll be able to tell you guys about it so you can see what we're working on. We are tackling a very big issue in the privacy, technology, and cryptocurrency space, which is peer-to-peer decentralization and privacy. There's a lot of issues coming out with a lot of these companies that are trying to be the new bank, the new Chase, the new Wells Fargo, the new global bank. We don't want that. We don't want banks 2.0. We don't want kingmakers. We want decentralized peer-to-peer. And when the Federal Reserve of the United States, the world reserve currency, is talking about a situation where the FEDCOIN, the new dollar, digital dollar that's going to track everything you do, everywhere you go, everything you spend, and is going to be the key component to the social credit score that's ushering in, is going to be a serious problem. Now, the good news is they can't stop crypto. They're going to try to make it illegal, but there's things we can do from a software standpoint, but we've got to stand up quickly. You know, Reddit is full of people talking about privacy, anonymity, security, but they hide behind Reddit. Twitter is full of people talking about this, but they typically hide behind anonymous usernames. There's not a lot of people out in the open talking about this, and this is becoming a serious problem because hundreds of millions of people want this, but you realize the government doesn't actually think that people do because they don't see you. And so we're putting together a project, and we have been putting together a project for the last year that is going to attack this issue. We're going to be under attack. But that's okay. I mean, at the end of the day, we've got to fight for freedom. We've got to fight for privacy. And we are giving away crypto, and we're giving it up. They're taking it over. Governments and big corporations are literally taking over crypto, and we're just allowing them. I mean, did you see the new law that just came out on the taxes? That you can literally, there's a new tax law coming in the United States, and they're looking at similar laws on a world basis right now, where you can only deduct $3,000 in losses, but you have to pay taxes on unlimited gains. So no matter how many gains you have to pay huge amounts of taxes, and the more you make, the more they take. But they're only going to backstop you with $3,000 in losses, which is unprecedented. It used to be able to be up to a very high number. Now, depending on your overall, it was a percentage of your overall gains, and then you can carry losses over. They're talking about not even allowing you to carry losses over in 2024. Now, it's a few years out, but it's always a few years out, and it's always coming down the road. So if you have losses right now, you really don't need to worry. But in a few years, if you take losses, you can only take up to 3,000. But if you fail, that's on you. But if you succeed, they want it. They can't have it both ways, but they can because they keep jamming these laws through and you guys don't do anything about it. Same thing with this new copyright law. They just keep jamming these laws through and everyone's like, oh, I guess. Where are people fighting back? They're not. Where are the projects that are fighting back? They're not. They're just pump and dumps or they're new bank projects. You know, whether you like XRP, whether you like Cardano, whether you like a lot of these big projects, frankly, they're just trying to be the bank 2.0. They're trying to be centralized 2.0. I mean, Ripple being traded, that level of control you don't need. You don't want crypto companies being on the stock market because as soon as something goes on the stock market, it's game, set, match, full control. The government fully controls the stock market. They've proven that with the $6 trillion they pumped in. Trillion. The only reason the United States stock market is not in ruins right now, in a pile of rubble, is because the federal government pumped in over $6 trillion in 2 years. 6 trillion, not billion, trillion. That is unprecedented. And then you look at these companies that were riding the big wave that are crashing left and right, the Pelotons, the Netflixes, all these companies crashing left and right because they hold no value, but yet the stock market is still holding strong for no reason. Even though companies are producing record lows, we've got massive amount of shortages in everything. We've got record inflation. Inflation hasn't been this high since before I was born. And then we've got also supply shortages and supply chain issues on a worldwide basis, and yet our stock market's all hunky-dory. It's artificially inflated. When are people going to realize that? They could take the air out anytime they want. We're raising interest rates. Home prices are at an all-time high. When are people going to open their eyes to this? And you have two safe havens, because they're even destroying real estate in some areas of the world. Now, in the United States, real estate's still pretty good as far as investment. It's not good price-wise. It's been completely destroyed. But we got two safe havens, precious metals and crypto. And you're allowing them to manipulate precious metals, and they're going to regulate crypto to the point where it's worthless. I mean, did you see what they just did to DeFi? Did you open your eyes and see? Now you cannot take the gains on these stable coins unless you're an accredited investor making over 200 grand a year or $1 million in net worth. Now, I don't care. You know, at some points I look at this like, oh, well, you know, I can do this. I'm the percentage of the people who make a lot of money. I'm the percentage of the people who is successful. But I stand shoulder to shoulder with working people. I consider myself regular people, regardless if I had $1 or $1 trillion in my bank. I'm just a regular guy. I work hard, and that's why I'm successful. I don't really relate with these super successful goofballs. I don't relate with these upper crusts. I see people all the time, especially in places like Vegas or Austin or California, that, you know, they might make a couple $100 grand a year and pretend like they're rich, pretend like they're better than people. I don't associate with that. I associate with people who work hard and people who, you know, love what they do, people who live life, people who go all into everything they do. That's my kind of people. But unfortunately, these people seem to be scared right now to come out of the shadows and fight for their freedoms, fight for their privacy, fight for their future. Tell the government you're not going to accept a social credit score. When are people going to come out and start fighting back? So now they're going to destroy DeFi slowly but surely. They're going to destroy stablecoins. They already said they're going to make stablecoins illegal. You can't peg anything to the dollar. That's going to be step one. DeFi is going to get crushed. And then what? You had to be an accredited investor. So, you know, 95% of people in the United States can't partake now. Well, it's actually more than 95, but roughly 95 to 97% of people in the United States aren't going to be able to partake. It's always about protecting the elites. Now, it's one thing when they manipulate the stock market. They've been doing that forever. But crypto is the new era. Why are you allowing them to take this from you? I'm asking because I don't know, because they can't take it from me. Because I can be any kind of accredited investor. I qualify for all the stuff. I can qualify to be elite if I want to. So I'm asking you, because I know that most people who watch my channel wouldn't qualify. Probably 70% of you wouldn't qualify. So I'm asking, why are you allowing them to do this? Why are you accepting this? Why are you accepting them to slowly but surely chip away at everything? And if you're in Europe, why are you standing for this in Europe? Why are you standing for these new transparency laws? Why are you standing for all? Where are people out there bringing the government to their knees? Where are the people out there taking these people out of power? Where are the people out there rallying behind a candidate who's going to do right? I mean, here in the United States, we're getting ready to have the battle of the 80-year-olds in 2 years. That's what a lot of people want. They want to see two 80-year-olds battle for president. I don't care if you're left or right or center. We have so many people in Europe. You have so many people in Asia. You have so many people. Australia. You have so many great people. South America. Why do you guys keep putting in the worst people ever and then accepting it? Why do you accept, well, it's the better of two evils? It's not. We need to start fighting back because they're looking at destroying crypto. They're looking at merging crypto coins. The dollar is the world reserve currency, and Powell himself, out of his own mouth last July, said there will be no need for cryptos. Everyone saw it. Everyone talked about it for 3 or 4 days, and then whoop, whatever. Interest rates are going up, but savings aren't going up. Wages aren't going to go up. Companies are going to pull back. House bubble's going to pop. That's obvious with wages going up, with rates going up and wages going nowhere. And then what? You got the haven of crypto? Well, maybe you can't invest in crypto because you don't already have enough money, and we got to protect you from yourself. Wait a minute, who's going to protect me from inflation? Nobody. Shut up and go back to work. That's your government. Worldwide. Shut up and go back to work. Wait, but there's like 8% inflation, which is a lie, by the way. It's like 50% on gas and food and energy, things people actually need, but they lie and say it's 8 or 9%. But let's just say it's 8 or 9%. Savings rates are at 1 or 2%. So crypto was actually a hedge against inflation, and now they're like, shut up and go back to work with your low wages that just got lower with inflation, because inflation's a tax on the bottom 70%. Go back to work and shut up. We're protecting you from you. Only the rich can partake in these capital gains. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you voted for. That's what you get. Now, I'm good. Are you good? I get emails and questions every day, and people need to start getting serious, man. This is getting ridiculous. So we've got something coming out that I'll be talking about in a couple of weeks, our own project where we're going to fight back. Will we win? It remains to be seen, but we're going to fight with everything we got to put out a crypto project that actually matters, that can actually be on the blockchain, that can actually do what crypto is supposed to do. Now, we're not the only ones. There's some great crypto out there. Monero, for example, is a great one. Pirate Chain is a great one. You know, I'm not a big fan of Ethereum's privacy, but I think Ethereum adds a lot of value. The gas fees suck, but I think Ethereum too could add some value. And obviously Ethereum has really helped revolutionize crypto. Bitcoin, but the problem with Bitcoin is it's got that name that keeps getting tied to war. And there's a lot of other projects. Those are just a couple. And again, I'm not dissing XRP or Cardano or Algorand or Shiba Inu. It could be anything. I don't care. Stellar. I've been in Stellar forever. I hope Stellar actually goes to the moon, right? I think all these cryptos are great. Any crypto is great, but we're losing focus. We're focusing on these pump and dumps, and we're not focusing enough on actually adding utility and value. I read a statistic the other day from the Wall Street Journal, which I never read, but I couldn't ignore, that 42%, so basically 4 out of 10 of the top 100 cryptos have no utility, none, zero. And this isn't out of all crypto. I would wager to bet 90% of all crypto have no utility, which is fine. New projects getting started, fine. But out of the top 100, 42% have zero utility. 77% have almost zero utility, according to the Wall Street Journal, which again is not something I ever read, but it popped up. It was like an ad, and it was one time I couldn't ignore it. I was like, is this true? And I went through this whole article. It was like a 10-minute spread. And I looked at a bunch of statistics, and it's crazy. And the government is going to use this and call crypto a whole bunch of, their war profiteering and on and on and on. You need to fight back, guys, if you want crypto, or they are going to wreck crypto. They're going to make crypto worthless. They're going to pivot institutional money away. They're going to pivot DeFi away. They're already calling NFT money laundering scams. They're trying to destroy NFTs as quick as they can. They're coming after it left and right, and you're not doing anything about it. They're manipulating precious metals, and now they're manipulating crypto, your last safe haven. If you haven't already become a ghost, I recommend you become a ghost really quick while you can. First link down below. We're going to be making some changes to the program soon, guys, because we're getting so many people in. We've been growing at Privacy X. We've been helping countless people become ghosts, which I'm very proud of. But yeah, you're going to want to get in right now at the discounted rates while they're still discounted, because unfortunately they have to go back up soon. So check out the first link down below if you haven't already. And start taking action. Start being vocal, and hiding behind an avatar is not going to cut it. You keep looking for someone else to do it for you. But there's not enough someone else's. There's people like me who have small voices, but, you know, and then you see what happens when big people try to do big things. Like we saw what happened to Elon. I don't care what anybody says about Elon. Yeah, he's not privacy focused, but I think as an entrepreneur, the guy's a genius as an entrepreneur. He's done a lot of value. You look at, you know, the companies he's helped grow, he's helped build, the things he's helped do, and the ideas he's helped tackle. Is he a perfect person? No. Do I agree with him on everything? No. But at least he's out here trying to do something. That's more than most people can say. And look what they try to do to Elon Musk. And he's the guy in the green. How is the far left attacking the guy who's made more progress in green energy than anybody in modern, probably ever, but certainly in modern history? And that's the guy they attack because they don't like what he has to say. It's unbelievable. Also, he's the richest guy in the world who's a real African-American, but he doesn't have enough melanin in his skin, so they attack him too, and they call him racist. Although they also called Larry Elder the, what'd they call him? The black face of white supremacy or something like that. So, I mean, it's off the deep end. But you got to do something. You got to take action when it comes to crypto. You're going to lose it. They're going to destroy it pretty soon. They're going to try to merge these coins together. They're going to try to make it illegal for you to own. The Secret Service is already tracking wallets. They admit this stuff openly now, is the scary part. The IRS is hiring 80,000 new people in the United States, and they've already stated that their core mission, their only mission, is crypto. Before, they said that 30% was going to be allocated to crypto. Now it's almost all of it. It's almost all of it. They claim they're going to tax the rich and go after money laundering, but in reality, it's all going to crypto. Fight back while you can, while you still have a pulse.